Jade Cargill defeats Asuka in Queen of the Ring finals. WWE fans erupt in controversy. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. In a moment that was meant to crown greatness, WWE fans were left with a mix of awe, confusion, and outright rage. The Queen of the Ring tournament, a celebration of women's wrestling excellence, came to a jaw-dropping conclusion when Jade Cargill, the powerhouse newcomer, defeated the legendary Asuka in the finals. It was a moment that shifted the axis of WWE's women's division and left the WWE Universe divided down the middle. Many fans had expected Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, the decorated warrior, the seasoned ring general, to etch another crown into her storied legacy. Instead, the WWE machine pushed forward a new monarch, Jade Cargill. With less than a year in the company, she stood tall over one of the most respected performers in WWE history. The reaction, explosive. Twitter erupted. Instagram comment sections were flooded. Reddit threads hit record comment counts. Some called it a passing of the torch. Others called it a blatant insult. Was this a bold step toward building a future megastar? Or did WWE just disrespect one of the most beloved and skilled women to ever step foot in a ring? In this video, we're breaking down everything: the match, the build-up, the aftermath, and most importantly, the fan backlash that's still shaking the wrestling world. Let's take a deep dive into why Jade Cargill beating Asuka in the Queen of the Ring finals has irked WWE fans, and what this means for the future of women's wrestling in WWE. The road to the finals. The Queen of the Ring tournament was marketed as a career-defining opportunity. WWE heavily promoted it across Raw, SmackDown, and social media. Big names like Becky Lynch, Bayley, Io Sky, Naomi, and Zoe Stark entered the brackets with one goal: to sit atop the throne. But two names began to stand out: Jade Cargill and Asuka. Jade entered the tournament as a dominant force. Unbeaten in the competition and barely scratched in her previous matches, she showcased raw power and confidence. Her matches were short, impactful, and left no doubt about her physical superiority. She bulldozed through the competition, defeating Candice LeRae, Nia Jax, and Zoe Stark on her path to the finals. Meanwhile, Asuka's path was a showcase of endurance, intelligence, and ring mastery. She defeated Natalya in a technical clinic. Then she outsmarted Dakota Kai in a hard-fought battle. Her semifinal against Io Sky was nothing short of a match-of-the-year contender, two former champions giving it their all in a 20-minute back-and-forth that had fans on their feet. The contrast in paths only intensified the anticipation for the finals. It was a story of two worlds colliding: the legend versus the newcomer. The martial arts precision of Asuka versus the powerhouse explosiveness of Jade Cargill. The Empress of Tomorrow versus the meteor of today. WWE leaned heavily into this build-up. Promo packages compared their achievements, their strengths, their styles. Corey Graves hyped it as a generational battle. Michael Cole called it the future clashing with the past and present. But beneath all the promotion, many fans started to worry. WWE's presentation of Jade Cargill, always dominant, always spotlighted, had people asking if the company was setting up a coronation, not a competition. The match that divided a fanbase. The finals took place at the King and Queen of the Ring premium live event in Saudi Arabia. The atmosphere was electric. The crowd, though unfamiliar with Jade's past in AEW, roared with curiosity. Meanwhile, Asuka, a proven international star, received a respectful ovation. The match opened with Jade asserting dominance. She overpowered Asuka early, tossing her across the ring like a ragdoll. But Asuka, ever the strategist, began working Jade's leg, slowing her down, chopping her to size. Midway through, the two exchanged stiff strikes, with Asuka connecting with spinning backfists and brutal kicks. Jade stumbled but never truly looked vulnerable. The commentary emphasized her resilience, her strength, her aura. Then came the controversial finish. Asuka locked in the Asuka lock. The crowd came alive. For a moment, it seemed over. Jade struggled, looked close to fading, then somehow powered out of the submission. Not only did she escape, she stood up, with Asuka still clinging to her back, and drove her into the turnbuckle. A second later, Jade hit Jaded, her signature finishing move. 1, 2, 3. Silence. Then a mix of cheers and noticeable boos. The referee raised Jade's hand. The coronation music hit. Pyro exploded. Triple H walked down the ramp and personally handed her the crown. Meanwhile, Asuka lay motionless, having put on yet another classic performance, only to lose once again on a big stage. Social media exploded instantly. The fan backlash. As the broadcast faded to black, fans worldwide took to social media. The sentiment was immediate and intense. #Justice for Asuka began trending within 30 minutes. On Twitter X, users voiced frustration. Asuka carried the match and loses to someone who's barely wrestled 10 televised matches in WWE. This is a joke. Jade Cargill has potential, but WWE handing her the crown this fast is insulting to the women who built this division. How many times is Asuka going to be disrespected on a big stage? She deserves better. They buried Asuka for someone who's still green. Over on Reddit's r/circle, the backlash was even stronger. The top post read, WWE keeps sacrificing legends to push newcomers with no depth. Jade winning is Vince-era booking 101. It received over 15,000 upvotes in less than 12 hours. Instagram and TikTok also flooded with side-by-side comparisons of Asuka's career accolades and Jade's short WWE run. Fans shared clips of Asuka in NXT, her undefeated streak, her WrestleMania classics, all to make a point. WWE just gave away a historic tournament to someone who hadn't earned it. And it wasn't just fans. Some wrestlers and former WWE names chimed in subtly. Mickie James tweeted, "Respect the roads that were paved before the current ones were built." Gail Kim liked several fan posts calling for better treatment of veterans. Even Trish Stratus posted an Instagram story of Asuka with the caption, "Legend." Period. It wasn't hate toward Jade Cargill, it was frustration with WWE's decision makers. Many acknowledged Jade's potential. Her look, charisma, and confidence were undeniable. But fans felt her win came too soon, too clean, and at the expense of someone deeply respected. This wasn't just about a match. It was about a pattern. WWE's vision versus fan expectation. To understand the backlash, we have to look at WWE's current direction. Since Triple H took over creative, the company has made bold moves, elevating new stars, building long-term arcs, and investing in crossover names. Jade Cargill is a perfect fit for WWE's new global vision. She's tall, strong, marketable, and comes with name recognition from AEW. She represents a type of superstar WWE can mold into their next Bianca Belair, or even their female Roman Reigns. But there's a difference between building a star and fast-tracking a star. Asuka, on the other hand, has paid every due. From her record-setting NXT reign to her WrestleMania classics, Money in the Bank win, and multiple title reigns, she's earned the trust of fans. When WWE chose to crown Jade instead, it sent a message: we're investing in the future, even if it costs the present. That gamble didn't sit well. The women's division has long fought for equality in storytelling. And Asuka was a cornerstone of that progress. Many fans felt her losing to Jade, without controversy, was WWE once again using a respected veteran to make a new star, without giving that legend anything in return. WWE may have hoped this would launch Jade into superstardom. But instead, they ignited a fanbase already tired of their favorites being treated as stepping stones. Jade Cargill's reaction and future. Following her Queen of the Ring win, Jade Cargill took to Instagram with a bold post, a photo of her holding the crown with the caption, "Your new queen." Like it or not, she's leaned into the backlash. On Raw, she cut a promo addressing the heat. "Y'all mad? Good. Queens don't ask for permission. They take it, and I just took everything." It was met with heavy boos, and that's exactly what WWE wanted. Jade is being positioned as a dominant heel. The company is using the fan outrage to fuel her character,